Hello, everybody. Welcome back to SimTrax Broadcast, and we are with the Thunder Racing League here, brought to you by Inferno Motorsports. Inferno Motorsports was established in December of 2022 by Chris Schaefer, Chris Forsyth, and Dennis Noakes to promote a competitive and fun racing atmosphere. But they are not the only team, but a community. Inferno Motorsports is willing to help anyone, even if you're not part of the team. So they're always, but they are looking for some good drivers and clean drivers, no matter how fast, to be part of the Inferno family. You can contact them through inferno.motorsports23@gmail.com if you're interested in being part of their family. Definitely qualifying is starting to wrap up here in just a moment. A little bit of a technical issue on our side, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can power on through it. Hopefully it doesn't think I'm going to be racing here tonight. Right now it's got me locked and loaded for the number 575 car, and that will not be the case. But regardless, we are still going to push and charge ahead. These guys are at the half-mile track of Bristol. Some of you may have tuned in a couple of other nights ago at the Racing Revolution League, where we were at Bristol Dirt, or in actual real life, where the guys were racing out there on the dirt. Now it's the Thunder Racing League's turn, right before they chisel up all the dirt and get it back to the concrete beauty that it is. A couple of the race officials out there have scuffed up the track, so it should be a good race here tonight. I'm expected to see a lot of fast racing out here tonight. Right now, I've got about 11 drivers out there on the track. Trevor Schrader, Robbie Milburn, and Mark Spittelmeister were 1, 2, and 3 out there on the track. But hopefully we'll see a fantastic run here tonight, and I'm hoping we'll have a good chance to see them with the option. There they are. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and get looking at our race start here. Starting grid for heat number 1. Corey Kersetter will be starting in the first position next to Bob Evertson. Ever so fast. Glad to see him out there in that number 08 machine. Now we got Mark Spittelmeister starting on the inside of row number 2 with Trevor Schrader sitting 4th. Luke Rukoski is 5th. And the ever so wonderful Jay Giddings starting in the number 85 will be in our 6th position here tonight. Interesting to see what these guys can do here tonight at Bristol. Some guys say the best thing you can do with this track is fill it up with water. It's a possibility. I don't know 100% what exactly some of these guys may get out of this track. It's definitely a tough one for sure. Where there's a fast line, some of these guys may say riding about middle or halfway up is going to be exactly where they want to be, but it's give or take here, you know, with where that cushion starts wearing out and where these drivers end up sitting, you know, is going to really honestly determine the race here. I mean, I'm going to be watching Trevor Schrader there in that, you know, in the 19, right here in the middle of row number 2 on that outside line to really pick up a lot of pace here. But he's got Bob Evertson in front of him, and that's going to be pretty tough here, seeing how Luke Rukoski has been running here as well during practice. We'll see how the number 033 can get it done out there. Pace truck is still on the track, going to go around about one more time here, and I think he's going to go ahead and duck on off the track and let these big block modifieds get going at it. Alrighty, there we go. Green flag is underway. Bob Evertson on the outside line. Here we go. What can Bob Evertson do? Outside line prevails. He now gets away. Corey Kersetter drops down to 2nd. Mark Spittelmeister trying to follow behind. Have some trouble there. Watch the 019 of Trevor Schrader sending it 3 wide. He squeaks through. Now he's chasing Kersetter. Kersetter's on the outside. Riding the low line for Trevor Schrader, he is. Bob Evertson still has the lead. Oh no, Corey Kersetter into the wall here, flips himself upside down. That is going to do it for his run here tonight. Let's rotate on through, because I believe we are on have our first caution out for the heat. Mr. Timmy, hey buddy, glad to see you joining me out there, especially in the chat. Definitely it gets quiet here on Sunday night. Don't be afraid, I do respond back, guys. It has been a right while, about 2 weeks now since we've been back to the dirt here at SimTrax Broadcasting. Last time you guys saw us was the week before Easter. So definitely a good run for some of these guys. Let's take a look at Corey Kersetter again and to kind of see how this roll went through. Yeah, looks like just too much into the cushion, catches that right rear, smokes the tire off the wall. and sends them on through. Oh man, almost set it back on the wheels. So that will be a tow. Corey Kersetter will be down pit lane. And heading back to the garage for the backup car. Definitely going to need one now. It'll be starting in the back of our feature here tonight. Our feature, of course, bringing you 35 laps. Let's take a quick look at what we've got lined up here tonight. Big block modifieds for a 35-lap feature. One faster pair, and keep in mind this is an open setup league, so these guys are not just racing on what iRacing has set up for them. They've had the ability to go ahead and build this as well. Taking a look in the air, 83 degrees, but a wonderful 56-degree humidity, so it should be a good bit of moisture out there on the track. Some of these guys will probably appreciate that sticky surface, seeing how fast Bristol breaks down. Definitely very, very hard to get these 500 horsepower cars up close to that wall without getting in any sort of trouble. As you can see, Corey Kersetter got it way earlier. We're going to go ahead and see how we can get this one going underway again. Still under caution pace. Truck lights are still on. Of course, pace laps do not count. If they did, that would be terrible. This thing would be over. So Everton would end up coming away with it. Trevor Schrader is going to be looking to sling this one on through. Interested to see what Trevor Schrader can do on this. Right now, Jake Giddings has moved up 2 positions. He's our hard charger. He's lined up the same with Trevor Schrader. Both these guys have moved up at least 2 positions, but we're back under green. Bob Everton gets away here. Let's go ahead and get this next lap squared off. Only 5 drivers left for this heat. Let's go ahead and take a look. Everton still in the front. Schrader chasing him. And Rakoski setting Giddings another position back here. Giddings looked like he had some trouble here. No caution. Continuing on. Trevor Schrader battles for the lead. He's got it. Slider. Oh no, Everton's coming back right now. Schrader with a faster timeout on the track than everybody else. With a 17:01, slings past the front stretch. No problem, but he's going to have Everton all over him now as Everton's trying to get right close to him. But no dice. Quarter of a second off. Now he's going to place it down the bottom. Almost sends it into him. But Schrader holds his line, and now Everton's going to be chasing. White flag is out. Right now, Everton's got nothing for him. Spittelmeister sitting third. Rakoski is in fourth, and that's going to do it here. Unless something bad happens, we're going to rotate back and figure out what happened to Jay Giddings. Back on that last run as we see Trevor Schrader crossing the line here. What happened to... Oh no. Yeah, I was just unable to come back from that one. All right, let's take a look at our starting grid for heat number 2. Austin Medea will be starting in the first position with John O'Brien. Good to see him out here. I haven't seen John O'Brien before, sitting in the second position. Bud Molyneux will be starting third. And on the outside of row number 2, Robbie Milburn will be starting in the number 9. Looks like Stroke Gunderson will be in the 5th position, and yours truly sitting 6th. I know better than that. That is not going to be happening here. Unfortunately, these guys are going to have to push it on through. Alrighty, about to get underway here in just a moment for heat number 2. We want to give a shout out there to Highline. Highline Cinematography was formed in 2022 by Dylan Berg. Highline Cinematography was based off an idea of how we can make the sim racing game look as real as possible. And he's grown up around sprint cars, and this has fueled his passion. Follow Highline Cinematography on Discord, Facebook, or on Instagram. Appreciate you out there, Mr. Timmy, there in the chat, man. I hate to see that you got some damage out there during your race. If I remember right from what I read, you won your race. But, man, you're going to get bumped and dinged. It's hard to, when you're dirt racing, not to come out there with any sort of damage. If you can get out of there unscathed, you're doing something, or you just didn't, or you weren't racing at all. So, glad to see you out there, Timmy. Appreciate you, man. Definitely should have a good race here tonight. Wait to see how Austin Medea does here in the number 20. Pronounced his name wrong about 50 times already. It's not Medea, it's Medea. Let's get going. Away we go right now. John O'Brien on the outside as Robbie Milburn looks like he sliced it in half. Makes a caddy corner move, slides down to the bottom, and now he's going to be chasing. Right now, Milburn trying to look for that second position as John O'Brien got it back. Under fire is Austin Medea in the number 20, who's sitting up front in the red and black machine. But the black and red of John O'Brien's trying to take a peek here. Goes for the slider. Underneath. He's got the speed. Does he have the pull through? Oh, man. Side by side, and he's got him here at the line. So very, very close right now as Austin Medea slides back under him again. He throws a slider. No can do. John O'Brien gets back on him. John O'Brien now staying on the bottom. Robbie Milburn watching it all happen out the front windshield. Here we go. Let's see if John O'Brien pinches him up toward the wall. There's the contact. That's not what Austin Medea wanted here, and the number 20 is going to be chasing. He's able to get third back, fortunately, but watch out for Bud Molyneux in the solid black 883 machine down there on the bottom. We'll see if he looks like Batman here, and he can slide his way back into the front unnoticed. But Austin Medea in the number 20 trying to see if he can get something on Robbie Milburn. Milburn started to pick up the pace. Right now, some solid times out of Robbie Milburn. Here he comes. Taking a look from the inside. Has got nothing left for him. Let's ride along. Not quite enough speed as he's only got 2 turns to get it done here. White flag is out. Robbie Milburn now coming on to the bottom. Picking up the pace. And John O'Brien, starting second, gets the win here in heat number 2. O'Brien, Milburn, look at Molyneux ended up 1, 2, and 3. Appreciate everybody joining us here for the broadcast tonight here of the Thunder Racing League. I believe we have Jay Giddings will be joining us here in just a moment as soon as everybody can get loaded up there and onto the track. Milburn's looking pretty fast out there. I'm waiting to see what Schrader can do. There's Luke Rukoski. Everybody getting formed up here. Hey, Giddings working on his way out there. We'll might get tuned into that number 85 machine here in just a little bit. Looks like Bud Molyneux, John O'Brien, everybody getting squashed up here into the front. 3 wide here, and I believe we've got the number 85. Jay Giddings on the line here. Jay, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All righty, man, dude. We are at Bristol Motor Speedway, looking pretty wild here tonight already.
Yeah, absolutely. Track's starting to get pretty racy, so Um, we're definitely having fun, or at least I am. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely everybody having to knock off that rust from an off week here. Glad you guys are back. I'm sure you guys are ready to get racing again. It should be a great race tonight, 35-lap feature. But, Jay, take it away.
All right, absolutely. And I'm sure everybody has heard the news about Justin Owen passing away last Saturday night in a sprint car race. This week is dedicated to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, here they come out of turn number 4. Take notice, the inside front row is left open. That position is for you, Justin Owen. After that, they're 3 wide to tell each and every one of you thank you for the support and views. It's the 3 wide Thunder. Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, there they go. Jay, getting good luck to you tonight, man. You're going to need it. A lot of fast drivers out here at Bristol, man, and I can't wait to see what you can do.
Absolutely, and we are going to go ahead and just get to the feature race because this track looks pretty racy.
Excellent, man. Hey, go ahead and push it on through. It's showing me as a driver tonight, and I know better than that. You guys are too fast for me.
All right.
Alrighty, everybody, and that is going to be Jay Giddings there. Looking at him in the number 85. Mark Spittelmeister looks like he's out there as well in the 051. Glad to see him rocking around here tonight, but we'll see how this goes as we head into the next round. Drivers are gritting up. Let's see if we can find out how to get a hold of them here. Oh yeah, there they are. I knew I'd find them. Now all we got to do is find that starting grid with Trevor Schrader and John O'Brien starting in the front row. Bob Evertson starting in the 3rd position next to Bud Molyneux, who's at 4th. On the inside of row number 3 will be Mark Spittelmeister next to Austin Medea in the 6th position. Luke Rukoski in the 033 will be starting 7th next to Stroke Gunderson. In the 8th position, Jay Giddings in the 85 next to Robbie Milburn. Corey Kersetter, we saw how he ended up tumbling out back there, and I told you I ain't racing this race. I am not starting 12th. First in the broadcasting run here. Part 1. After we're finished with this one, of course, we're going to go to everybody's favorite, the 360 division. Don't let that slip your mind. We'll be right back after the big block modifieds are over, so Timmy, keep that in mind, man. This is going to race. Next run should be starting around, give or take, about 10 o'clock, I believe, is when we resume racing. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when we resume racing for the 360 division. And we'll get these guys going here after the big block modifieds. Let's see what we can go on here. Oh, 9 p.m. Louisiana time. I like what you think. Oh, yeah, down there in Louisiana. Got a great senator, by the way. All right, let's get it going here. Trevor Schrader, he takes off. Let's see how many lead laps he can get before John O'Brien or anybody else can get him. Bud Molyneux. Something happened there. Caution on the restart. Some of you guys may have seen Bud Molyneux over the Coast to Coast Racing League. Glad to see him over here. Guys, you're looking to join up into the dirt here with the Thunder Racing League. You can find them out there on Facebook. In worst case scenario, you can also find them out there on simtracksbroadcasting.com. Let's take a look back at our getting hooked caution replay here. Oh man, contact with the right rear tire, Everson. Concerned about what happened to Robbie Milburn. He was a little farther back. Oh man, contact with the right rear, Jay Giddings, so both of them. Bud Molyneux is now down pit. Tearing around there. I think they had to catch back up to the pace car. And there was a little bit of a hiccup there. But like I said, I would like to go ahead and shout out our caution sponsor, Getting Hooked. They are owned and operated by brothers Captain Edwards and Ryan Alford. Proud fourth generation Alfords, born and raised in Cedar Key with over 25 years of combined fishing experience. Getting Hooked Guide Services provides a personal and friendly fishing charter for special speckled trout, redfish, and the seasonal catch like triple tail and snook in and around the Cedar Key, Florida area. You can contact them at 352-949-3667. Now that sounds pretty good. I think I can help you with that. I could probably help you with the deep water Oakleys you're looking for. That way that glare of the blue, deep blue sea doesn't get you. Alrighty. Schrader's still in front. Alright, see this one get going on the green. I don't know about you guys. Timmy, you're out there typing Slater. You mean Schrader, bud? The guy in the first place? The 019? Tell him. I think you're meaning Trevor Schrader. Alright, let's see what we can get going on here. Trevor Schrader sitting in the number one. Wife out there saying, let's go Deepwater Oakleys. Haha, somebody knows about them. Oh yeah, good stuff out there. All right, now Schrader sitting in the first position. John O'Brien second. Bob Evertson will be starting behind him in the 08. And the 051 will be Mark Spittelmeister. We're about to start back under green flag here in just a moment. Everybody kind of sitting on G, waiting for O here. All right, now we've got more pace laps than we do green flag. Let's get her going. Pace truck should be on off. There he goes. Take a look back. There's Schrader pulling away, looking back at the field. Got plenty of distance on that restart. Oh yeah, as Schrader drives away, we're going to rotate back to Medea in the sixth position, trying to put Luke Rakoski behind him. Rakoski holding the outside line there with no problem here. Remember what I said, caution laps do not count. Keep this one underway. Schrader's still out front. He's got at least a half a second lead. Keeping an eye here on Austin Medea. He's got the right line here. He's trying to get underneath us, but he's not having any luck. Right now, that 33 of Luke Rakoski holding on. And now Corey Kerstetter sitting in the 8th position. He's up 3 so far. Rakoski almost lost that position just about half a lap ago. He is still holding 6th. Trevor Schrader still leading this run here. John O'Brien sitting second, Everson third. Spittlmeister's starting to pick up a little bit of speed here, and Everton needs to be conscious of this. Conscious. Good Lord, conscious. I hope he's conscious. If he's not, he's going to fall asleep out there and hit the wall. All right, Spittlmeister in the 051 trying to chase him down here. Let's see if he takes a peek. Notice how that cushion's starting to wear out, and Everton just found out. Hits the wall, and around he goes. Fancy iRacing job there as it hooks him into the fence, bringing out our second caution here of the night. Check out that CSR replay here. Yeah, just gets way up into the cushion a little farther than he wanted to. Everton with a huge crash here. Yeah, just catches that right rear tire and it hooks him around. Can't do anything about that. Do want to take a poke back here at Bud Molyneux back on lap 5. It says something happened to him here. Not 100% sure what happened here. Shows lap 5. Yeah, he had some trouble there. So Everton down pit road now. Yeah, it might have been water that comes out. I know they definitely try to make sure the tires smoke along the wall here. I don't know if that thing just blew up, but Bob Everton. Fortunately, there's, I believe, one faster pair here, so they get kind of one mulligan, and then after that, it's over for them. Everton's still down pit here. Fortunately, it should give Everton an opportunity. Normally, it says towing takes about 2 minutes. And then after that, once he's in pit to get everything kind of squared away, we'll see if Everton's able to return. I think Everton might be able to get on the track a little faster if some of his guys get moving around there in pit road. Let's go! Right side up. Oh, looks like fell off the jack there. There we go. Hey, Everton, he survives. Fortunately, since the caution laps do not count, they'll be back out there onto the track. Yeah, I'll see if I can show you that one more time here, man. Let's see if I can find that. Bob Everton kind of hit the wall here. That's where he kind of hits the wall, clips it. And then iRacing nabs him into the fence. Bang. Alright, there you go. Alright, guys, our double file here. Schrader is going to get the one man out here into the front. That's going to line up the 99 of John O'Brien and Mark Spittlmeister side by side. Right, now Austin Medea is going to have that opportunity here in the 33. Well, in the 20 to get around the 33 of Rakoski. Rakoski holding the outside line. He's going to try to pedal this one on through. Good run here by some of the drivers. Ooh, man, right now, Spittlmeister. He's under fire really bad right here by John O'Brien. O'Brien cuts him off there and give it to O'Brien for checking up. Huge time move here. Right now, taking a look at Austin Medea onto the bottom. Rotating up top. Let's see if we can find that Michelin chopper view. Here it is. Number 20 looked like he had a run, but right now I want to stay with Spittlmeister. Spittlmeister in the 051. Right now with his fastest turn he had of the night. Looking underneath John O'Brien, but he's got nothing left for him now. Slowing down just a bit, riding the edge of the cushion here. The 051 starting to pick up some pace here. I think he's starting to set him up. Right now, I think Schrader might have this one all to himself. Timmy, you might have called this one. The 019 driving away with this one, now up to 3/4 of a second. Spittelmeister looking around the outside, almost gets cut off again. John O'Brien definitely playing the Ryan Newman tactic here. You just can't seem to get around the guy. Spittelmeister going to have to see if he can pick up the pace and get him behind him. Right now, biggest mover of the race. I do want to rotate back to Corey Kirschpetter. Right now, he's up 4 positions, sitting 7th, looking for 6th. Gunderson in the 80. In front of him, Robbie Milburn's been fast all night. Milburn trying to find a groove here. Milburn on the inside throws a slider. Oh, this is going to be our next caution. There it goes. Wow. Wow. Looked pretty good. I mean, the slider looked okay, but they just sent it way up too high. The Stroke Gunderson gets it the worst here. Take another peek at the caution here. Milburn just sends it in so hard. Boom. Catches him right on the back end there. See if we can take another peek at this. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, it might have worked out okay if Robbie Milburn had didn't hit that sticky spot on the bottom. You saw as he slid, it caught and he yanked the front end of his nose around. Oh, man, out there in the chat. Timmy, what are you talking about here, man? What do you mean the number 20 doesn't need to win this race? I know Schrader's doing a pretty good job out there out front. Adia's been trying to do a pretty good amount of work. Right now he's up to 4th. Right now he's overcome Rakoski here, but still, they're going to be battling side by side again here at the restart. Right now, I don't think Robbie Milburn's making any friends out there after that last spin. Gunderson's going to be looking for him. Definitely hate to see how that one turned out on that, especially on that last spin out there. Taking a look off the right side of Stroke Gunderson here. The pace truck lights are off. Come on. Pace truck lights are still on. We're going to kind of pace this around a little more. I guess they're trying to flatten that cushion out more. Not quite sure. We're still kind of putting around here. Right now, some of these drivers may have to pit for fuel. Haven't made it to the halfway mark just yet. All right, 4 tires off. Let's get her going. In the lead, O'Brien, Spittlemeister, 1, 2, and 3. Let's rotate back here to the 20. 20 now has 4th with Luke Rakowski sitting 5th. Corey Kerstetter sitting 6th. Robbie Milburn, one of the suspects in the last caution here, now sitting 7th. He's up 3. Everton is the one who's lost the most positions here, along with Bud Molyneux. Both of them 5 positions down, sitting 8th and 9th. Jade Giddings in the 85. He's been a little bit of a hiatus out there on the track. Stay up here because I think Luke Rakowski is about to be in some deep trouble here. Looks like Corey Kerstetter was trying to take a peek on the inside line here. Not having any luck as of yet. Still taking another peek. Robbie Milburn right behind him. Everybody so far so good. Everybody single file out here. No battles out on the track yet. Most of these guys are separated by at least a quarter of a second. Milburn trying to take a peek at Kerstetter. In the number 20 sitting 4th. Spittlemeister still 3rd. Got rocking the can-do attitude right now. Schrader doing a fantastic job out here in the front. Still ahead by half a second. Half-second lead, feeling pretty good right about now. O'Brien makes up a boatload of time on that last turn. Right now, these guys are about matching for speed here. Taking a look at some of these times here, man. They're looking pretty close all together as the last lap times there on the side of the ticker here, guys. So I'm kind of looking at is I don't know if John O'Brien's gonna be able to catch him here. And he's now off by half a second. Spittlemeister way off now, almost by a second off the back bumper of John O'Brien. Here we go. Darren Rakowski going back at it again. This time Robbie Milburn's going to be involved. A smoke touch right there on the outside wall. Dia looking again. Rakowski had it there for about half a lap. Connects with the wall yet again. That may be a 2-for-1 here as Robbie Milburn slides underneath. He's going to follow along. Now he's going to try to see if he can pass both of them. He rotates up, makes contact with the 20. 20 bumps him, 20's around. Austin Dia is around. Looks like Kerstetter caught him. I think Bud Molyneux hit him as well. Caution. Back. Not a good look here. Take a look at Bud Molyneux. It shows him drive through him. take a look up top here. Huge shot there. We'll see if Kerstetter can rejoin back with this race. These guys kind of got obliterated here. I believe Gunderson is taking it back to the garage. That's going to be it for him. Kerstetter in the process of fixing that machine, and he's going to try to get his way out there. It's been all Schrader's race here. I don't know what John O'Brien or Spittlemeister can do to run him down. Now he's been pretty hot on this race, really getting putting a great show on here. Koski's showing 4th. Milburn is 5th. Once again, this race should end before that 9:30 mark. We will resume racing after that, about 10 o'clock, or 9 o'clock Louisiana time there, Mr. Timmy, and then we will be in the 360 modified division. That should be a great one there. Definitely like seeing those guys pick up the pace. A lot of fast drivers there. Matt Grimm, we got Matthew Crokey, we've got Michael Farron out there. I mean, we got a lot of guys that are really laser beams out there, so I can't wait to see what they can do in the 360s. I would love to see them here in the big block modifieds, but I understand some guys just feel a little more comfortable in the race that they participate in. Schrader back to it, back under green. Only about 5 laps left to go. Schrader's holding it steady here. In all Schrader's race. Brian sitting second. Spittlemeister needs to make the move now. Robbie Milburn, biggest mover of the race, in number 9. Right now, he's going to be looking to take over Koski's spot so he can sit 4th. Top 5 for him so far. Not too bad since he started 10th. Jay Giddings moved up a couple positions, sitting 7th. Bud Molyneux. Now sitting in the 8th position. We've only got about 3 laps left to go. Closest drivers here so far. Spittlemeister, he stuck that right front tire in on him. Didn't have it though. Still trying to see if he can find a shot here. Let's take a peek. Oh man, he's so close. A couple more turns here. He's got to figure out a route. Right now, great runs here. We're riding along with Mark Spittlemeister. Trying to see if he can find a gap underneath John O'Brien. O'Brien's blocking it hard. Definitely tough to see. Only about 2 laps left to go here. Spittlemeister running out of time. Robbie Milburn has gotten a hold of Rakoski. Rakoski now getting it back. This is the battle here for 4th. 33 machine out front. For now, Schrader looks like he's going to be bringing home the win here. John O'Brien 2nd, Spittlemeister 3rd. Rakoski trying to hold off Robbie Milburn. And he does. Trevor Schrader's got the win here. Looks like Bob Everson crashed right at the end. Go back and take a look and see what happened this last run here. Oh, Everson. No. Now, talking about it here, Timmy, if anybody gets in a wreck, nobody goes to the back. This is not an EOL league. Some of these guys, or maybe what you're used to, if they cause the wreck, they end up going to the back of the line. That would not be the case here. As some of these guys, they will not be heading to that area at all. But we are going to go ahead and run down our race winners here tonight. Guys, hold on just a moment. We'll catch up with them. Alrighty, everybody, and we have caught up with our third place finisher, Mark Spittelmeister. Talk to me about this race here, man. Just you came up from 5th to 3rd, but you couldn't get John O'Brien. Talk to me about it.
Oh, I tried and I tried and I tried. I mean, I actually want to tip my hat to Robbie Milburn for kind of giving me a hand there. A couple weeks ago, he gave me a little bit of advice on how to tune the car while you're running, and it worked pretty well. I mean, I was trying to get underneath John. He kept coming down and just cutting off my lines on me.
The old Ryan Newman technique. You know, he definitely cuts you off and then rotates up, man. We took a ride with you there for a little while. Looked like you had him there on a couple of turns, just couldn't get the turn exit to slide underneath of him there. What would have been the difference here in the race for you to come home with the win?
I think if I were to get around John, I was going to have to do it on the top side of him, and I was just more fearful of him just trying to close that door and me being there.
It's definitely possible. We head to Volusia next week. Confidence level heading there.
That's actually one of my better tracks, so hopefully I can do pretty good there.
All right, man. Give me your shout-outs here, because I think I got Jay. Jay wants to give you some words, but shout-outs first.
Just shout out to my kids. Again, Robbie Milburn, thanks for the advice, brother. Thunder Racing League, I mean, we're admins. Come on out, join us. New season's coming up fast. We need more drivers.
I like the way you think. I definitely like the way you think. Jay, you tell him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, congratulations. Mark's been big help with the league, keeping everything running. And like you said, season 3C's coming up quick. The board of directors have gotten together. We did the schedule draw for it today on the Facebook page, the league Facebook page. Hasn't been posted in Discord yet, but you can go onto the Thunder Racing League Facebook page, watch that schedule draw, see what races are coming up for season 3C. Also, season 3C will be free to enter. We are going back to free to enter as board of directors have gotten together and pooled money together so we can at least cover the races. So,
Sweet.
yeah, if you guys are watching, check us out.
All righty, appreciate it, guys. Mark Spittelmeister, congratulations on the third place finish, man. Can't wait to see what
Thanks.
you can do with Volusia.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, absolutely can get.
All right, yep. Let's go ahead and get straight to John O'Brien. John, talk to me here. This race was definitely a tough one there from second place. Originally where you started, but you couldn't catch Schrader. What would you need?
I guess just some more practice time. I wasn't really able to throw down that many practice laps at Bristol. I had to build the set in the practice for this session because I went racing this weekend in real life. But it was just a nice session. I think if I had some more practice time and a little bit better set, I would have been right there with him.
All right, well, definitely his restarts are what set him apart. I know for sure you're able to get that half-second to 1 second lead out front. You can't hate that, man.
Oh, absolutely. I love Trevor. He's one of my best of friends. Yeah, I have nothing more than good to say about Trevor. He's like one of the best drivers I know on iRacing.
Yeah, he's definitely tough to beat. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
Having that 1 week off for Easter, was any kind of rust involved? Have you been on hiatus here from iRacing, or have you been racing the whole time?
I've just been on the grind to build my real car to go out there and kick some ass in real life.
All right, man. Well, you definitely did a great job here tonight. Second place finish, Volusia. Next week, talk to me. Good, bad, ugly. What do we think?
Next week, we're going to come out with the hammer and just throw these guys in the mud where they belong. No, I'm just joking. We're going to come out here and give it all we got and see if we can beat Trevor for once.
All right, well, we'll be hoping to see that. You know, it was definitely a wild race here tonight, and it was too bad you weren't able to catch Trevor Schrader, but hopefully we'll see you in the upcoming week here and see what you can do. Give me your shout-outs.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank 505 Mafia, J1 Performance Setups, J1 Design, and that's about it.
All right, Jay, you tell him, man.
Yeah, hey, congratulations, John. I know you ain't been running with us a whole lot, but thanks for coming out and running the last part of this season. Awesome to see you out here, and congratulations on a podium finish.
Yeah, the first part of the season, it's up crewing for a World of Outlaw team, so I didn't have much time.
Dang, man. John O'Brien, congratulations on your second place finish. We'll catch up with you another time, man.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That is John O'Brien bringing us to our race winner, Trevor Schrader. Not a single car out his windshield here tonight. Talk to me about the race. What was the key for you being so fast?
Keeping the car straight and just keep pushing, man. I mean, just keeping your line.
What an insane way of saying that. Come on, man. There's got to be some adjustment out there that you were able to make to stay over top of John O'Brien and Spittelmeister. They had some fast times out there on the track. Spittelmeister matched your time with a 17:05. I think you were about a 17:02. I mean, was this just right? Was the track sticky or slick enough for you?
It would have. I think it would have been more racy if we had about 15 more laps because the top was starting to fade away. So I think people would have started to been kind of searching around for moisture, about 15 more laps. But yeah, I mean, it was just keeping up your momentum and just keep pushing, man.
The caution laps did not seem to affect you at all, especially on those restarts. You were able to get out to almost a comfortable 1 second lead there over the 99 machine. Is there anything this race could have gone better for you here tonight?
Honestly, no. I enjoy running this league. There is some hard hitters in here. It's just I just think it's 35 laps might be a little too short for the racing to start to get really good unless you're on a short track. So, yeah, I mean, I always have a blast.
All right, man. Well, we definitely have a blast how you race out here. Not a dirty racer, man. You do a fantastic job. You pass where you can, contact at a minimum.
Yeah, I try and I try and keep it to a maximum minimum. It's a lot of people have told me, you do a great job at keeping away and giving people room. And I just try and do that, because to me that's more rewarding than just going out there banging against people and winning a race.
Oh, yeah, but the side-by-side racing does keep the fans on the edge of their seat. Jay, let them have it.
Yeah, hey, congratulations. I know this ain't your first win, so congratulations on another one. And looking forward to seeing you climb into the sprint car here.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. I think I might be doing that tonight.
Excellent.
All right.
I like the way you think. Well, in that case, then give me your shout-outs here, man. I might hear them later on tonight.
Yeah. I would like to thank Hot Bottom Industries, KD Hat Company, LCC Legacy Custom Canopies. Without Prestige Cinematography, without these guys, it's almost, I don't want to say impossible, but they definitely do help, with everything. So I can't thank them guys enough. And of course, I always thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Yeah, not a problem, man. I think I've heard of that hat company before. That seems to ring a bell. But Trevor Schrader, appreciate you joining us, man. We'll catch you in the 360s.
Yep, sounds good. Good talking to you guys.
Yep, appreciate it. All right, everybody, that is Trevor Schrader, our race winner here tonight. Schrader, O'Brien, Spittelmeister 1, 2, and 3. Luke Krakowski was 4th. Robbie Milburn sat 5th. And that'll do it for the top 5. And we already are going to go ahead and leave the Veteran and Warrior one-stop shop, but I do want to give a shout-out there for our sponsors of the league, Inferno Motorsports, #1 out there, the Veteran and Warrior one-stop shop, getting hooked out there. Don't forget, Giddings Mobile Repair work area is where you would have seen them. A&J Pace Truck out there. CSR Cinematography. Of course, these guys all sponsoring the league, and that is going to do it here, Jay. We head to the 360s, and we're going to be signing off here with SimTrax. What else you got to say here, Jay? Talk to me.
Really all I got to say, we're going to bring that note down a little bit because this week is dedicated to Justin Owen, a driver that lost his life last Saturday night at Lawrenceburg Speedway in a sprint car. This week is the Justin Owen Memorial. So Justin's family, we are thinking about you, praying for you. Pray that you're getting comfort you guys need and the help you guys need out there. So this one is for Justin and in his memory.
Oh yeah, and definitely it's always a dangerous task out here racing, man. It's everyone thinks it's just a bunch of guys turning left, but it's definitely dangerous out there, and our hearts and prayers go out to him. Appreciate it, Jay. We're going to go ahead and sign off here from SimTrax. We will catch you guys in about half an hour at starting 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock if you're in that Louisiana time there, Mr. Timmy out there, and we will be right on back. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll see you in a little while.